Hi, I'm Kathy from House of TOEFL. You might know me from my Facebook group, House of TOEFL. If you're not already a member, go ahead and join. It's free and I post a lot of TOEFL tips and we talk a lot about the TOEFL test. So the purpose of this video is to warn you about some changes that have been made in the speaking section of the TOEFL, specifically questions 1 and 2, that even the most up-to-date books might not include. So I think it's a good idea for you to be aware of some of the new questions the ETS has introduced. You might not find them in any books. So let's go. First of all, the ETS has introduced questions in question 1 where you have to give advice to a friend. So here's a couple of examples. Your friend needs to choose a career path in college. What do you recommend to him and why? Another example. Your friend wants to buy a new pet but doesn't want a cat or a dog. What pet would you recommend and why? Third example. Your friend wants to visit a new country. What country do you recommend and why? Okay, so these obviously require you to give advice. So you should start with, if my friend wanted advice on visiting a country, I would advise him to visit name of country for several reasons. So that's how you would start that type of a question. Okay, another change they've made, and again, this is to question 1, is they'll give you a prompt with 3 options. What I mean is 3 possible choices. So here's an example. If you get a chance to volunteer for work, which type of work would you prefer? 1, guide at a university. 2, reading books to young children. Or 3, social work with the homeless. Here's another example. You've decided to take a class on the weekend and there are 3 choices. 1, a woodshop class. 2, a Spanish language class. Or 3, an art class for theater. Which would you prefer and why? So you should get ready to pick one of those and make an argument about why that would interest you. Okay, so for example, you could say, if there were 3 choices available to me on the weekend, I would like to take a Spanish language class for 2 reasons. First of all, I live in the United States, in Los Angeles, and there are many Spanish speakers here. Unfortunately, I can't communicate with a lot of them because my Spanish is really limited. A Spanish language class could really help me to communicate with people who could be my neighbors or could be my coworkers who have limited English and I have limited Spanish, so it would really help me. Second of all, it helps you to get a job in the United States if you can speak Spanish. It looks really good on your resume. And again, this is because there are so many Spanish speakers. So being bilingual in English and Spanish could help me get my dream job. And that's why I would like to speak in Spanish and I would take the Spanish class. Okay, so be ready for that type of question. And another change, and this is to question 2, not question 1. Nowadays, a lot of question 2s, a great number of them, are formatted exactly like some of the independent writing questions. That is, they ask you to agree or disagree with a statement. And these can be really difficult because remember, you only have 15 seconds to prepare. So you need to practice this a lot. So here's a few examples of what I'm talking about. Do you agree or disagree with the following statement? Only people who earn a lot of money are successful. Use specific reasons and examples to support your answer. Here's another one. Do you agree or disagree with the following statement? Playing a game is only fun if you win. So again, this is a big change that the ETS has made that is not reflected in a lot of your books. So practice, practice, practice. Keep practicing before you go into the test, especially if you need that higher score, like if you're in pharmacy. Okay, again, this is Kathy from House of TOEFL. And as always, good luck on your TOEFL. Keep practicing. And I'll see you on Facebook in House of TOEFL. Have a great day.